Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. So yesterday I was thinking how bored I was with life. And I thought, how can that be? Because I have this project and that project, I have all these things that could entertain me. And yet there are just moments in my day where I am actually still rather bored with life. So, hi, good morning. So I guess we're having a solar eclipse in the world today, and we're supposed to be feeling it. So last night I was like, I'm going to listen to these videos about this solar eclipse, so tomorrow I can wake up and have something to say about it, a little insight that I took from somebody else's insight. I don't have any. All I can tell you is I woke up and I'm not really loving life. The solar eclipse is not bringing out the best in me. That's how I feel. But anyways, I fell asleep. I tried 3 times. I'd start the video, and by the end of the video, I will be asleep. And I'd get woken up because everyone loves to wake me up at night. Yeah, it's like a thing in this house. She's sleeping, let's go in there. I'm already feeling like maybe people should just not get in my way today. So yeah, I have no insight with the solar eclipse. I had gotten several emails from several people, newsletters that I'm on, how to utilize the energies of the solar eclipse. I didn't have time to read them. One of them was a video that you had to sign up for. I thought, fuck that shit. I don't want to do that. So maybe the solar eclipse is, making us, I don't know. How are you feeling? I have been getting stalked this morning by the number 7. I know that. Lots of 7s already. And 7 for me is my life path number. So yeah, that makes sense to me, because that is kind of this feeling what the hell am I doing? What the hell is the point of all this? What the hell is the point of this podcast or that podcast or anything that I do? Nothing's giving me that rewarding, fulfilling thing that I like to feel when I do things. So yeah, I guess I'm questioning my life purpose, because I am kind of ready to throw in the towel all the time, but especially that's the feeling. And just drive to Dollar Tree and get an application and get a job where at least somebody's giving me something an hour, because yeah, nobody really gives a shit. That's how I feel. So anyways, that's how I feel today at the beginning of this podcast. But if you've been following me, you know that within 40 minutes, I have this dramatic transformation. This is why I podcast every day. It's not for really anybody else other than myself to keep climbing out of the hole. I wake up in the morning, I'm down in the hole. Oh, I slept. Now I'm down in the hole again. And I actually have to climb out every morning and give myself a reason to keep going. So that's why it's so important for me to get up and pull oracle cards and give myself something to think about, we're doing the laws of the universe. So that gives me a little something to think about. I do the Course in Miracles. That gives me a little something to think about. I'm trying to get books, uplifting books to read. That helps me not get so down. But yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say that pretend like there isn't a huge chunk of my life that doesn't suck, because it is really starting to get to me that I have no lover in my life. Like, and I'm not even talking about like sex. Like, I'm talking about like, I have been so deprived of hugs and affection for so long. And like now being in a living situation that, you know, it's like, okay, we're not together, but we're still in the same house, and it's annoying AF to look at your face. That's how I feel right now in my life. So the balance is teetering like crazy for me. Like, I actually feel like I could have an outburst and lose it and get crazy. Step back, she's about to get crazy. It's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, so I am constantly having to try to give myself insight, something to look forward, tap into that wisdom, because yeah, like I just keep being challenged with my circumstance, and then it's like, hey universe, like you keep telling me to plant seeds of love and this and that and do this. Like, I've done so much outreach, trying to, you know, spread light and love in the world, and you know, I do podcasts and broadcasts, and I just feel like it's been my purpose for, I don't know, at least 17, maybe getting on 17 or 18 years. I've felt this really calling that like saving the world is not a joke, right? Like, I've been wanting to do my part to help humanity, but it's like, when the hell do I get a return on that? Like, I do have a good life, but I keep like thinking that like it should probably be better at this point. I don't know. And then, you know, the way I think, it's all on me, and then I just get down on myself. I really do. So anyways, let's do the law of whatever it is. That's number 9. Yesterday we did the law of challenge, which made me laugh. Maybe I should go back and listen to that. I don't even like going back and listening to my podcast, though, unless I need something to put me to sleep. Like, okay. So yesterday it was the law of challenge, which I laughed because I was like, I thought it was going to be something else, but it was really just challenging disembodied beings. So if you are lucky to hear your guides clearly, they're coming through, challenge them. You have the right to ask another of his or her intent and identity. So you ask 3 times the exact same question using the exact same words, and you will be given the correct information. Okay, I just looked up at the ticker, that's the recording ticker, and it said 717. So I am not joking when I say the 7 and the 717 and 77, and the 7 is up my ass today. Thank you. Yeah. What is my life purpose? What the hell is the point of this? But I keep going. Although like every morning when I log into this Anchor Radio to record another podcast, this is the 33rd podcast. I think to myself, I'm going to check out the views, and if nobody listened to yesterday's, I ain't doing it today. That's like what I think. Like, I can just go back to bed and be depressed and sleep and, you know, wallow in my misery. But every day I keep logging in and people listened yesterday, so it's like, why don't you show up again? One more time, 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 one more time. And that's how my life is every day. Why don't you just live one more day, one more day, one more day, one more day, one more day? Why don't you just look for something to appreciate one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time? And that's basically, I'm crawling my ass through life. That's how I'm doing it. So anyways, if you're down, just one more day, one more day, one more time, one more time, one more thought, one more thought, one more attempt to be like who you're supposed to be in this life, I guess. I don't know. I would definitely like confirmation from the universe. I'm just gonna put it out there verbally. Like, I need some serious confirmation that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing the right thing, and I'm using my time wisely, because I could just as easy sit outside in the garden, not open my mouth, not do anything, and, you know, I don't know. You feel me? today we're doing the law of chemical affinity. I know, they're just making stuff up at this point. All right, it's just a tiny paragraph, so I'll read it. And I think they've made up a word. Just saying. The law of chemical affinity. This law governs the soul aspect in the mineral kingdom. Yeah, I did read that sentence. Like, I did glance at this one because I was like, do I have to look up that word? And I can't even find this word in the dictionary. But because it said mineral kingdom, we're going to pull from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. This is the same oracle that I pulled in the episode called Journey with Gaia. We're going mineral kingdom today, y'all. All right. The law of chemical affinity. This law governs the soul aspect in the mineral kingdom. It concerns the marriage of the atoms and the romance of the elements. Well, I'm glad the elements are getting some. Maybe I need to transfer my soul essence to the mineral kingdom. Okay. I knew I was supposed to be a rock. All right. It serves to perpetuate the life of the mineral kingdom and to preserve its integrity. It is the cause of the immetalization of the monad. All right. So I can't find the word immetalization anywhere. But I did look up monad, which is an indivisible, impenetrable unit of substance viewed as the basic constituent element of physical reality in the metaphysics of Leibniz. It can also be a single-celled microorganism, especially a flagellate protozoan, formerly classified in the taxonomic group Monadina. In metaphysics, an individual and the indivisible substance. So go ahead and sit with that for a minute. But anyways, the law of chemical affinity is the cause of the immetalization of the monad. So something to do with metals, I guess. I don't know what they meant. But anyways, so this is the law that governs the soul aspect in the mineral kingdom. It concerns the marriage of the atoms and the romance of the elements. It serves to perpetuate the life of the mineral kingdom and to preserve its integrity. And whatever the heck, it is the cause of the immetalization of the monad. And like, part of me is like, did you just spell a word that you wanted? Like, is this a misspelled word? That could be too, because I don't know who wrote this. So anyways, 105 laws of the universe. We're on number 9 today, and we're going to pull from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle, which this deck is awesome. It's deep. It gives some insight, and we can just be open to what kind of message we want the mineral kingdom, the crystal kingdom to bring forth. I don't know about you, but I love crystals and gemstones and rocks. Like, I just like rocks. Like, I don't really like even know some of the stuff that I have around me, but I do have a whole tray full of little gemstones and rocks. And my friend just gifted me a huge chunk of raw quartz and another chunk of, like, handful of, like, it's a big rock. It looks like a smoky quartz. So that is sweet. I'm sleeping with them. They're above my head. And yeah, I love rocks, love crystals, and they do have good energy and good messages, and I think you will like this deck. So let's shuffle up the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle, and we'll see what else comes through with the law of chemical affinity, and if we could get a little insight about what the heck we're supposed to be doing with ourselves today of the solar eclipse. All right, just got up, took a little cruise around the house. I'm like, yeah, you're being super negative, girl. I think today I'm gonna not be on social media much and try to really unplug and meditate and get grounded because, yeah, I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting big time annoyed with everything. So, yeah, I need to do that. I was just looking outside. There's all these little birds perched on our bicycles out there. I need to go for a bike ride. I need to get my daughter a new bike because we were having so much fun going for bike rides, and then her pedal rusted. The rusty pedal fell off. So, now our bike rides have not been happening so much. So, gonna have to do that. But let's see. Let's get a shuffle going on here. I know I'm not the only one kind of riding the wave, as my friend Ostiel the Oracle says, keeps reminding me to ride the wave. I know we're not the only one. I'm not the only one who's just kind of, just some manifestations just aren't coming through full force for whatever reason. And even I did watch the beginning of Andrew Martin Energy. If you want to laugh, look him up on YouTube. He is hilarious. But like, he and I both seem to have a lot of invisible money. That's what he calls it. Like, when the universe is not delivering your financial requests at this time, it's there. It's just invisible right now. You just can't see it. So he's a riot. He's a riot. So, I guess I just have to have a sense of it. But it's not like I'm broke. Like, I could come up with a couple $100, like, but if I scrounge all my stuffs, But a lot of stuff is just, like, half-assed right now. Like, I opened up my AdSense account for whatever reason, like, because I thought, do I need to put ads on herbalmarie.com, like, just on the side? And I have a balance there of like $63 or something. But you can't cash out until it's 100. I have another app where I've done some broadcasts in the past, and same story. I'm about halfway, I'm a little over halfway to the cap. Like, you have to have a certain amount to cash out. And I'm like halfway there. Like, there's a lot of things that it's like only half-ass manifested. So I don't know what that's all about. Is that me just being a half-asser? Maybe. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to try to unplug today, get outside, not keep looking at the half-ass return with all my creations. Like, it's the beginning of the month. I definitely ask people to sign up on Patreon with Herbal Marie, support the podcast. Come on, you guys, it's like a freaking $1, right? Nobody did. So that doesn't motivate me. I don't have any ads or sponsors on any of my episodes right now with Anchor Radio. That doesn't motivate me. Like, I don't know. Like, where is my motivation supposed to be coming from? Like, can my guides step the F up and let me know what I'm supposed to be doing or what I should be doing? Or is this just going to be another project that I completely quit and walk away from? Like, I don't even care anymore. I mean, I'm really good at walking away from things. Like, amazing quitter over here. Okay, so thanks for coming to my broadcast to hear me bitch and moan. Maybe tomorrow nobody will come back. All right, here we go. And that's another psychotic part of my brain. There is a part of me that wants to push everyone away. Like, go ahead and let me down because you probably will anyways. Like, I'm like, wait, there's a psychotic part of my ego that is almost wanting everyone to piss me off so I can be justified in quitting and walking away and being alone and feeling isolated. Ego loves for you to feel isolated. It's crazy. All right. So anyways, I am aware of all my shortcomings. That is for sure. So I guess that's good. I guess that's good. All right, let's get a fucking card from the Crystal Kingdom. There, have I offended you yet? Goodbye. Here we go. So sick of people. All right, we're getting 2 cards today from the Crystal Kingdom. They came out together. I'm just putting the deck away because this deck is intense. Like, 1 card would have been plenty, but 2 of them came up through the deck in different places. So first we have, and FYI, I won't know how to say any of these names. Halite, I'm guessing it's number 41, which is, well, I'm 41, so it's a significant number for me. It's halite. If somebody handed me this, I would say, oh, is that a rose quartz, a raw rose quartz? Like, but it's different, I guess, now that I look at it. But it's like a light peachy pink color, little different variations, and it's it looks layered, kind of like it's not like a solid thing. Like, this halite looked like it was a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, another day, another day, another day, right? It kind of looks like it was put together like that. So that's funny for me to see. And I love the border color of this card. It's like that seafoam minty green that's really popular right now. That I love that color. I saw a mug that color at Dollar General the other day, and I was like, oh, I should get that mug. But then, like, I was like, oh, you have enough mugs. So I'm just drinking out of my ugly mugs, but really I should probably go buy myself a pretty mug. Because, honey, you're worth the $2. Even though you don't make $1 a day, right? That's what it adds up to. I'm losing money. I'm actually probably losing money making these podcasts at this point. Yeah. So what the hell's the point? That's why I need my guides to come through. Like, what the hell is the point? I know I just was hopeful and excited yesterday. Was that just yesterday? Like, oh, I'm planting seeds and my future selves can listen to my podcast and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really, like, help me get out of this wonky ass living situation now, because that would be nice. The best case scenario is that my podcast becomes like a super hit. People support me on Patreon. I actually have an income from this, and I can actually leave, or something in my life needs to change, because I'm kind of trapped here, y'all. All right, here we go. And the next one is Labradorite, which is number 20. Oh, that's so pretty. That is way prettier than the Labradorites I have. This is a blue Labradorite. The ones I have are more like murky green, but they're pretty too. They're like in necklaces. And I think I have let me grab it. Yeah, let me bring out my Labradorite right now. It doesn't look a goddamn thing like that. Yeah, this thing's brown and black. But if you shine it the right way, you'll get a glimpse of prettiness, I guess. So actually, hold on, let me roll over here. And I'm gonna bring out some raw rose quartz too. I'm gonna set those up there. I know it does look very similar to the halite, number 41. So we got 41 and 20, which, if hilarious universe, if you add up the numbers of 41 and 20 across the board, like 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0, you get 7. So shout out to 7. Thank you for being in my reality today. I'm going to look in the book and read these, and we'll just see what the mineral kingdom, the crystal kingdom, has to say, if it's relevant. Or hey, I'm totally open to like being given something else to think about, because yeah, I'm not enjoying myself so far with today. So halite is the master cleanser. This is, let's see, This is a multi-dimensional vibrations interactive stone. She has her stones categorized. Like there's earthy. Okay, they all have multi-dimensional variations. She's got earthy stones. She has cosmic stones. She has healing stones. This is an interactive stone. So that means, heads up, we're going to probably do the work. In labradorite, now I just want to know right now, it is a healing stone. So we have halite, which is the master cleanser. And then we're going to talk about labradorite, which is the mind's eye. So yeah, that confirms to me that I need to unplug and just pretty much meditate all day and shut up. Yeah, like I need to be quiet. And then if I'm inspired to work on a future podcast for Herbal Marie that nobody will think that it's worth $1, then yeah, I'll do that. You guys, it's getting to me. It really is. Especially because people like tell me all the time how lovely it is, but then they don't think it's lovely enough to shove $1 down my granny panties. Really? I have loads of people like that in my life that say that they appreciate what I do and they love what I do and they come around all the goddamn time. But yeah, like when it comes to the point where you're like, okay, well, thanks so much for saying that. Like, do you want to back it up with $1? Because that's the way our world works here. Like, they're just like, nah, I'm good. But could you pull me another card? Okay, here we go. And here's the thing. I know I'm being super bitchy today. I get it. When I love to pull people cards, and I don't even care about money. I think I only start to care about money, one, when I don't have enough to buy food or buy my kids the things that they need, and two, like when it's like I'm starting to feel frustrated in my living arrangement, like big time already. I don't know how the hell this is going to work. This is not going to work for me. But yet I don't have any way to support myself right now. So that's when I start to get frustrated with money. Like I need new glasses. I can't see for shit. And I don't have any money to get glasses. Like, do you know, there's just things that keep coming up that like, it's about money. And so normally I don't care about money. Like I would love to do everything for everybody for free and just be taken care of, right? But it's like I keep getting these situations, like my daughter needs a new bike. That'll be $100, right? Glasses are so expensive. Like I just wish my eyesight would spontaneously heal. I don't have to buy glasses, you know? Yeah, like I don't mean to come off like everyone should give me $1. But seriously, if like, you know, the 500 people that are regularly tuning in to my podcast, if like they would all just give me $1, like that would change my whole world. That would actually change my life. But, you know, people don't give a shit. All right, so number 41, the Master Cleanser. I hope that this rock is going to cleanse my mind and mouth. Okay, here we go. And we can all tap into the energy of halite. Like when I post the pictures on Herb Oracle, just look at this stone and the picture, tap into the spirit of halite. Halite draws out impurities from your physical, energetic, and soul bodies. It dissolves old patterns, negative thoughts, and toxic emotions, promoting emotional well-being. Halite stimulates the meridians and grounds the healing properties of other crystals. Okay, so it's gonna help the healing crystal labradorite that we have going on today. It's gonna help get rid of old patterns, negative thoughts, toxic emotions. Yeah, geez, surprise, surprise. I wonder why it came through today for me. I wonder why it showed up. All All right, so the self-understanding message is the subtle ties and influences may be affecting you more than you recognize. Unacknowledged feelings of abandonment or rejection or emotional neediness may underlie disease. Detrimental energies picked up under the influence of drink or drugs could be affecting you, as could someone else's lustful or jealous feelings. Being spaced out and ungrounded also leaves you open to invasion by external forces. All right, that's kind of funny because I keep thinking to myself, I think this Thursday I'm going to go to ladies' night and just drink this out of me, right? Like, not like I will get totally drunk, but like just have a few drinks. So thank you, cards, for reminding me that I don't drink for a reason. I'm still maybe gonna have one, but like like now is not the time for me to get a taste for alcohol, because I could totally just fall into that hole. Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna watch that, thank you. But yeah, that's interesting. Unacknowledged feelings of abandonment or rejection. Yeah, I think it's time for me to really like, and I cried last night a little bit about, I am processing my emotions that keep coming up. Like, I am frustrated. I do feel rejected. I do feel alone. I do feel this. I do feel that. Like, I'm trying to let myself actually sit with the feelings, because yeah, we don't want to suppress them. We don't want to ignore them. It's when we don't feel our feelings, it's so bad for our body. Like, allowing yourself to cry gets it out of you. It gets that poison out of you. If you don't let it out, it poisons your body. It f's up your balance, and that's when you get dis-ease. So you gotta let that crap out. So divination. It's time for a thorough clear out in your life. Declutter your space, including your car. Oh God, the van is crazy. All right, so declutter your space, including the van. Detox your body and mind, and try a juice fast for vitality. All right. And the healing insight: regular detoxing and purification on all levels ensures well-being, as does being anchored on earth. Yeah. So yeah, the van is crazy because the whole back, like the trunk, I guess, is full of recycles. We've got to drop up. We don't have recycling pickup. Like, if I want to recycle and do my part for the earth, I have to actually gather it and take it to a recycling center, a recycling drop off down the road. And then if I want to do cardboard, I have to drive even farther than that. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why Pennsylvania, they used to always say keep Pennsylvania beautiful, they just don't prioritize recycling at all. Bunch of JERKS's. So yeah, and then once the back of the van gets cleared out from the recycles, I have a whole trunk load. It'll fill it up. All these books that I'm trying to get rid of, like homeschool books that we don't need anymore. So I need to take those to Goodwill. Like, yeah, there's definitely some stuff that I could move out. And I like that message too, because like, say I am going to relocate at some point or whatever, like, yeah, I really pretty much want to own like nothing. And it'll help clear the space. And at the same time, some juicing. Got lots of herbs growing. I do. I need a very strong green drink, like as much plant material as the water will hold without it being sludge, you know? So I'll probably do Egyptian mint and maybe some, I got lots of Egyptian mint. That would be a great green juice. because I could give the basil, the tulsi, that could grow for another couple of days before I do another tulsi juice. I don't know, we've got some fresh plantain. That might pull out some impurities and help the halite be its master cleanser energy that it is. So the frequency is earthy. The chakras that the halite helps is the base, sacral, earth, star, and solar plexus. The timing is spring, and soul path is purification and spiritual discernment. All right, so there was a lot of different, that's the thing, there's so many different kinds of messages. I heard what I needed for me. Hopefully you picked up something for you that maybe you needed to hear. Or I don't know, maybe it's just entertaining to hear me be a total fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. I'm not even judging right now. All right, labradorite is number 20. It's a healing stone. It has to do with the mind's eye. So the master cleanser along with the mind's eye. So yeah, like, don't you feel like it's like, could you please purify your body and your mind and your space around you so that you could have this spiritual discernment coming in, so that you're not sitting around bitching on your podcast so you don't know what your purpose is. All right, let's see what else labradorite has to say. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to the mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. All right, so after I'm done recording, I am going to go upstairs and put on my labradorite stone, my necklace, that was gifted to me by someone who definitely thought I was worth $1. All right, so thank you, Gracie, for that. Yeah, like, I need to stop thinking that everybody doesn't care, because there are a few people that care. So I just really would like myself to start feeling appreciation for that. Please, Sadie, Marie, Cherico, Martin, not anymore. Oh, yeah, like, I have to, like, change my whole goddamn name. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. So Sadie Marie Cherico, we're just going to drop that fart and Martin and read the rest of this paragraph. The self-understanding. Hey, hello, the part of me that wanted to run everybody away from this podcast. I think you're doing a really good job. All right, the self-understanding. You are an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds is thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insights. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. Yeah, seriously. All right, so the divination message is be aware, beware psychic vampires. Yeah, these people that just suck my energy and don't shove $1 down my granny panties. That is the psychic vampires. But I have to also watch out, because once I lower my vibration like this, oh, bitch, it is low today. I am totally now a target for lower energies. I've allowed myself to lower in frequency, and now the bitch energies could latch on, because I'm good at it. Oh, I'm very good at being mean, for sure. So that's why I need to stay off of Facebook today, because it could be so it's so easy to be mean, and that's why I walked away from Facebook a couple years ago, because like I was too good at being rude. All right, so ensure that you do not have a leaky aura. So, yeah, I need to ground. I need to cleanse my energy. I need to pull it in. I need to activate my common sense and say, you're being a little ridiculous. If you could just tone it down a notch today, that'd be great. And like, really, like, common sense, like, call myself out on my shit, especially when it's really not valid. So you face a temporary setback. You face a temporary setback, but a sudden reversal of fortune is possible. Funny, haha. But that's good. So right now, like, yeah, I see the financial thing teetering. It could go either way. It really could. It could be reversed and, set off in a nicer return. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Ooh. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Raise your consciousness to the highest levels. Labradorite indicates capricious love. What the hell does that word mean? Like all the time. I could never get rid of my dictionary, but thank goodness we have like a dictionary on our phone now. Capricious? Labradorite indicates capricious love. Hold on. Hold up. Let's look this word up so I know what that is talking about. Capricious. It means characterized by, arising from, or subject to caprice. I hate it when they do that. Impulsive or unpredictable. Ooh. All right. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? So it could just be love, like that came out of nowhere, arising from, or it could be like impulsive love or unpredictable love. Yeah, see, I'm a little bit guarded right now because I don't want, like, even though like part of me is like, oh, I would love to be held and loved up and connected with a beautiful man. Like at the same time, like I don't want that to happen either too soon. Like I have so much inner work to keep on doing. I don't even know if I would be attracting the right type of energy right now, and it would just, it's like I have to, like it said, be careful what you wish for. It may come true. So, like you gotta watch out. So yeah, like I think I just got another book from Tina Louise Spalding. So I did not finish the Jesus book from her. If you've been following along, you know that I've been taking Jesus to bed with me. Well, Jesus has been putting me to sleep. Like, I just can't get into this story. Like, I'm going to keep chipping away at it a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. But I had to give myself permission to go ahead and skip on to the next book because Jesus was holding me back. I hate to say it, but yeah, Jesus was holding me back and putting me to sleep. And because it's like his story, his channeled story, his autobiography. And I don't really care to read like about stories and what happened and this and that. Like it does try to put in some personal development sections here and there, but it's just not moving quick enough for me. So I gave myself permission to move on to her next book about love and the unaltered soul. And it is hitting the nail on the head right from the dedication page, like crazy. I'd read it to you, but it's upstairs. So anyways, I have a lot of work to do with my personal definitions of what love is and what love has been. And I think it's almost disgusting how much like negativity is actually connected to me with love. Like the book started off by saying we don't know what love is. Like we think love is a feeling, but love is actually a frequency. And then because we're humans and we've got an ego, like all this other crap got associated with love too. Like we might associate love with jealousy or controlling or, just sort of unwanted, sexual acts and stuff. And so, yeah, like I have a lot of stuff I got to break down because I've just been in a marriage for over 10 years that it was like so much sex out of obligation. And I was basically fucking for my rent. And I'm so relieved to be stepping out of this. And I sure as hell don't want to set up another situation for myself ever that falls under that category. And then it's like you have to like reflect back, like, oh my gosh, like there's been all this other junk that I've associated with relationships and trust issues and betrayal and just really crazy. Like I may actually never have another relationship again, just out of respect for myself, unless I can get myself pulled together. But anyway, so this book, I'll have to keep you posted, but I'm excited to really just completely redefine love for myself and start looking at love as a frequency, not actually a feeling or something that you do with somebody, but it's actually a frequency of the universe that is going to be really, really good for me to tap into. It really is. All right, so what else? Was there anything else? Okay, labradorite indicates capricious love. Okay. Raise your consciousness to the highest levels, which probably is the frequency of love. All right, healing insight. Giving your energy away is bad for your health. No kidding. Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect your well-being. All right, well, my cards have just told me what I thought for myself. I totally need to unplug today. I totally need to stop emailing people back who are demanding my attention but don't think I'm worth $1. Like, because they're helping me validate my limiting belief system that I'm not. So yeah, I need to have, and ideally what would probably work best for me with social media is like chunking out, like scheduling, like, okay, from, I don't even know what would be a good time of the day, like having like an hour or maybe not even an hour where I log in, give people what the hell they're looking for from me, and then log out and leave it alone for another 24 hours. You know what I mean? Because with our phones, it's so easy to check in and check in again. And well, I know I just checked in 10 minutes ago, but maybe I should check in again because if they're waiting for me to reply back quicker, you know what I mean? No, that needs to stop. That needs to stop because, yeah, giving your energy away is bad for your health. It really is. It really is because I should probably be putting my energy towards a lot of other things right now. So I'm going to definitely make intentions to hide my phone from me. It's tricky because, like, I like to listen to music and that's on my phone, right? And then, like, you see, like, I have actually all of my notifications turned off. Even usually I don't even have my ringer on. So if somebody texts me, I don't see it right away. I don't even hear it. Like I try to interact with my phone like when I come to you type of thing. Like not this thing that's always nagging at me, you know. But yeah, I definitely need to reevaluate a few things. Yeah, these were great cards for me today. So I don't know. Hopefully you got some too. But if not, it's my podcast, you guys. And yeah, I do I want to help anyone around me. I really do. But yeah, I just have a few things that I got to work out today. So yeah, I can't tell you what the solar eclipse is supposed to be doing for you, but it's sort of making me feel like poo. And why is that? Probably because it is pulling up things that we need to deal with now. shining the light on the darkness that is still there. And you better deal with it, honey. You better deal with your shit. So I also really want us to remember that it said, be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Because, yeah, manifestations are happening. That's why we keep on manifesting crap, because we think crap. We judge. And then it's basically like, oh, you're wishing for crap. And you're like, no, I'd never wish for crap. But yeah, you just did. You just did when you were thinking negative and feeling unworthy and feeling annoyed and feeling hatred and feeling frustrated. Yeah, you just wished for a whole lot without even realizing it. Okay, so on that note, clean up your energy, bitch. Like, for real. That is the message that is coming through for me today. Big time in my face. So, yeah, I mean, we do have to keep on trying a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. But enough already. Like, you know better. And you know what you're doing wrong. And you know what you need to do. So why don't you just get it done? Okay, you got some negativity. Why don't you focus it on that pile of crap that's been on the floor for 2 weeks now? Those books over there haven't been serving anybody. Get them the heck out of your house. Clean your space around you while you're working your booty, while you're scrubbing the tub. Why don't you clean up your thoughts as well? Clean up your energy. Do an aura cleanse. Do a guided visualization. Do something. But clean up your energy, bitch, because you just don't want to be manifesting like this anymore. You really don't. Because you're attracting all the time, whether you realize it. And now is not the time to have this cloudy clarity. I mean, now is the time for discernment and groundedness and focus and love. And when you get in these moods, yes, I'm talking to you. When you get in these moods, you are so far away from love. It's not the worst, but it's not the best, okay? So let's do what we gotta do, and dang, let's clean up that energy. Amen. All right, everybody, have yourself an okay day.